Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here tonight at Woodstock Academy, where the Wolverines are on the road to face the Centaurs. Well, I'm Kevin Thompson, alongside me, Mike Minarski. And Mike, we're looking at this game tonight. Wolverines come in at 5-3, Centaurs at 7-1.
Yeah, the only loss that they have so far this year is to Plainfield. Griswold also lost to Plainfield as well. I don't know really what to expect. You know, I mean, this team is really, like you said earlier when we were talking off microphone, that this team has really come into their own last year. They were 7-13 last year, 7-1 this year. I think the difference, if you look at the stats, Logan Talbot's
averaging 17 points a game. You got Dmitry Zinchenko averaging 11. And then you have Andrew Johnson averaging just under 10. So they have almost 3 players averaging double digits.
Exactly. And, look at the Griswold side. Jacob and Lucas Strain both had great games last time against, Wheeler, especially Lucas. And then you can't doubt Evan Merchant, man. He has just stepped up. They needed a scorer. He took the ball literally and went with it. So he's had 5 games in double digits. He tied his yearly high at 19 last game. So maybe he'll hit 20.
Yeah, a couple of games ago, he had 16 in the first half, right?
Yeah.
So Merchant's been hot lately. So a streak has to end tonight, Mike. Woodstock comes in with a 4-game win streak. Wolverines with a 3-game win streak. Yeah. So something has to give tonight. JV game was awesome for those of you that maybe caught it toward the end there, as they lost by a point, but it was a great game.
49-47. The funny thing is Griswold led the entire way, during the JV contest, and I don't know if they got tired or what, but they lost it in the last couple of minutes. And there was one instance I didn't understand. There was 28 seconds left, and they didn't foul anybody. They just kept burning clock. And
yeah, they wound up running it down to 5.9 seconds, which didn't give them much of a chance to get things up. They had a great play, and they had an opportunity to get a layup. The pass just went a little too far and out of bounds, so they couldn't tie the ball game at the end. I should have said a bucket, not a point that they lost by. But we're really excited tonight as they do the starting lineups here to watch this game. This should be a good game, Mike. I know that Plainfield split with Woodstock, and Griswold lost to Woodstock, but Griswold's come to Plainfield, but Griswold's come a long way since then.
Griswold's come a very long way this year. The first game that they played this year was against Killingley, was a complete debacle. I think we could all, say that. But then again, the kids hadn't played at all together pretty much for a year. Now all of a sudden they throw them back on the court with about 3 or 4 practices, and that's what you got. But they're playing, and they've really come into their own as a team. They're gelling. They're going to give Woodstock some trouble tonight just because of the way they are playing. And what a great place here, at Alumni Field, at Alumni Hall here at Woodstock Academy. It's a beautiful gymnasium with a lot of character.
Senior night tonight here at Woodstock. Right now they're taking a picture of all the seniors, and then all the rest of the teams coming out to do a team picture. So we'll get the starting lineups here in just a minute. But ultimately, as we said, you got to watch out for Talbot. You got to watch out for Zinchenko. You got to watch out for Johnson for Woodstock.
Yeah, Johnson's like, what is he, 5'11", and we saw him slamming dunks down.
2 hand slams. not like cupping it and palming it and dunking it. He was 2 hand slamming easily, like off the floor, no problem.
We do have an update. We do have an update from the girls' game, which is being played in Griswold. It's senior night in Griswold as well for the girls. The girls' JV team did lose by just a few points. Didn't get a complete score on that. Hopefully, we'll get a score on that. But the varsity team is up. It was like 11-9 the last I checked.
And they've been playing well lately too. So the girls, the 2 games that we did last week, they won both of them.
Kelly Eliason's on fire.
She is. She was player of the week.
Whoa.
She was player of the week last week.
Yep.
She was nominated for the ECC, and she was player of the week. So that was excellent to see that happen. All right. I guess they're not going to do start. Oh, they're still letting them warm up. Okay. So we got 4 minutes to go.
4 minutes on the clock.
And, one of the things that I think we got to watch out for tonight is just by watching the teams warm up, there is a little bit of a size advantage for Woodstock. So we'll see if that plays into the game in terms of the rebounding and play inside.
Woodstock's a different school. Altogether. They recruit. They have people from all over the world. Because they have a huge sports program, which they have soccer, lacrosse, basketball, tennis. Who knows? They probably have curling here too, but they don't have it right now. Mark Allard, who runs the media department here at Woodstock Academy, does a phenomenal job and treats these kids like they are superstars. Stats are out. Everybody's got it. He does a great job. On their website, he happens to be doing their broadcast right now. You'll see back of Mark's head most of the game tonight as Pat Strain pans back and forth between the between sides. But, you talk about the size advantage. I can't ever remember when Woodstock Academy didn't have a size advantage. But that's okay because, like I said, this team is starting to come together. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, anything can happen on any given night, Kevin. You know this.
One of the keys might
What's
be
going to
that
happen?
Tyler Green and Rude stay out of foul trouble because they're their two best inside players and rebounders. And we've seen when Tyler Green gets in early foul trouble like he did in Killingly, it really affects their ability.
Again, it was the first game.
Right.
It was the first game, and then he got in foul trouble in the second game. But, the last 3 games, he didn't have a foul until late in the third.
Yep.
So I don't know, he if the coaches talked to him about something, but something clicked with the boy. And I'll tell you something. He's been a totally different kid on that court. He's been aggressive on the hoop. Not dribbling. You don't want him, you don't want him to go coast to coast because he's a big man. But I'll tell you something. He was it was a SWAT party in Wheeler. It was just, it wasn't even the ball. It was just
so the last 3 games for the Wolverines, 44-35 win against Lyman Memorial, 55-31 at Turtelot, and then 63-48 at Wheeler. So again, they're on a 3-game winning streak. And even the game that they lost was only by 4 to win them.
Yeah.
So they've actually been on a roll. They started off the season with a loss and a win, and then now they're 4-1 in their last 5.
If they would have had a preseason where they were able to do conditioning, Molesky could have got them, courtside ready. I think you'd see a little bit of a different team. I think what we're seeing right now is a team in a normal circumstance, probably 3-4 games in. Is what you're seeing right now. But what are you going to do? We're right in the middle of a pandemic, for crying out loud. Can't do much about it except play and do the best that you can when they let you. And they're letting them do it right now. It was late. They didn't get to practice. Bam, here we go. And we got softball and baseball coming up starting out.
I was just going to say that. I think we're on the downside of the pandemic, hopefully, and we got the schedule for softball and baseball. So we'll be able to start talking about that in a little bit.
17-game schedule.
The one thing I meant to ask you this before we went on camera, but I'm going to pop it on you now. Have you heard from the ECC about playoffs? Are they doing a conference playoff? Are we doing state playoffs? Have you seen anything about that at all anywhere?
I called him up. I said, John Holt, what's going on? Are they doing playoffs? Can you tell me? He said, who's this? So, no, he didn't have anything to say to me about that. In other words, no, we don't know anything about playoffs yet. They're calling it a postseason experience. That's the only thing I can tell you because that's the only thing I found out.
Yeah, because the last game for the boys is Monday.
It is. And the girls, too. They're playing the
Killingly. Right. Boys are at home. Girls are on the road. We'll have that broadcast for the girls. So.
Yep, we certainly will. So I think we ought to get ready to do this game right here.
All right, we're going to go to the starting lineup. So the camera's going to pan to the people that matter, the players.
Yeah, not me. You steal my chair? You took my chair.
I moved it out of the way.
Does my voice sound like it's gone?
It does not sound like it's gone.
It's on its way. Thank God I'm not Dick Vitale. Dipsy do, Dunkaroo, baby.
Yep, and he's doing Geico commercials now, too.
I know.
So we got strain.
Yeah.
And then Gavin D'Amico.
I tell you, watch this kid. He's going to bulk up in the next couple of years. He's going to be kind of like that Mikey Sims kind of kid underneath.
And you got Evan Merchant, as we talked about. He's really been scoring the basketball. And then Tyler Green, the only senior on the team this year.
Quick update, by the way, on the JV, or I should say the girls varsity. Woodstock is up 27-13 at the half. Here we go. It's senior night at Woodstock Academy. Johnson, that's a kid that was slamming him double-handed.
Then you've got Blanche Flower, Liam, and then Dmitry Zinchenko to round up the starting lineup for the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. And now we're going to have the national anthem. All right, there you have it. So before the game, Mike was accosting the referees and got their names.
I was giving the referees the evil eye.
I believe the referee that's to our near side here was the one who did the last girls' game that I did.
I don't know. That's Drew Brum. He's from East Providence, Rhode Island. He's been officiating games about 15 years now. And one of the things that he did tell me is that he does high school and collegiate level.
Nice.
And the other gentleman that is officiating the game tonight is Josh Johnson. He's from South Windsor. Does high school only, and he's been doing it for about 10 years. Let's get the start of the ball game. Here he is, KT Kevin Thompson.
Woodstock grabs the tip. That'll be Talbot. Again, Talbot, their leading scorer, averaging 17 points a game. Talbot has it up top, gets it to the far wing, drive the baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul they're going to call on D'Amico.
Okay. All right.
That looked like
look at travel.
Well, it looked like a travel. He lost the ball. I don't really think it was a foul there. Johnson the inbound. Gets it to Talbot.
What do we know, though, KT? What do we know?
Lucas Strain on him. Drive, nothing there. Johnson has it at the free throw line. Gets it back out. Gets it back for a three. No good. Merchant with the rebound for Griswold. He's off to the races. Gets it to D'Amico. D'Amico back to Merchant. Across the court. The two Strains playing catch over there. Back to the near side. Merchant dribbles up top.
Yeah, you can tell they've been scouting Merchant pretty good. They're staying on him quite well.
D'Amico up top. Gets it to Strain. The far side. Back to Merchant here on the near side. He drives. Right side. Nothing there. Green comes down with the offensive rebound. Gets the loose ball. Merchant again here on the near side.
Trying to get it to Green.
Try to get it low to Green off his hand. That'll be a turnover.
He had him too. He had him. I mean, Green's tallest kid on the he's the tallest kid on the court. We saw against Wheeler just a few nights ago, all day long. They were making that move, dropping it to the inside, and he was backing it in right off the backboard.
Johnson with a jumper, and it's two. Green cutting, gets the ball down low on the block. He's getting triple teamed, and he'll get a foul.
Looks like that was on
Hernandez. Team's first, his first. That's going to get 2 shots for Green. I think there was some confusion there as to whether he was shooting or not.
Tyler definitely has he's got the height advantage of everybody on the court. The only kid that's a little bit bigger, their show is Zinchenko. They say is 6'6", but he doesn't look 6'6". Tyler looks 6'6".
Yeah, Zinchenko is not 6'6". Green is taller than him. Green's second shot is good, so 2-1 here. Early going, 2 minutes here into the first quarter. Oh, Hernandez bobbling the ball.
Lucas all over him.
Dribbling up top, gets it off to Johnson. Over to Talbot. Down inside. Nothing there. Gets it back out to Talbot and fakes the 3. Gets it across court to Hernandez for 3. No good. Battle for the rebound. Off of Woodstock. Off of Griswold will stay Woodstock. That clearly looked like it went out of bounds off of Blanchflower. Johnson inbounds all the way up top to Hernandez. Gets it back to Johnson. Foul line. Takes it out to Talbot for 3. No good. They let it go out of bounds, and it'll go over to Griswold. Coach Molesky back barking out the call. Strain to Merchant to Lucas Strain. Back up to Merchant to Jacob Strain, who will take the 3. No good. Rebound by Talbot to Johnson. Zinchenko drives baseline, takes the jumper for 2. 4-1 here, 3 minutes into the first quarter. Griswold trails by 3. Ooh, Strain almost lost control there. He slipped. Oh, nice anticipation by Hernandez, but that's going to be a timeout here for the Wolverines. I don't think Coach Molesky likes what he's seeing on offense here, Mike, so that's why he called the timeout.
Well, they're trying to rush things. Even, there's some mental miscues. You saw Tyler underneath. Usually that's pretty automatic for him, and it went off of his fingertips out of bounds. It's still early in the game. One thing I do like about the mask breaks that they get, it's an additional timeout, and if your team is floundering at the moment, it's a good chance to regroup.
They can regroup, but the coaches actually cannot talk to them during the mask break.
No, but the kids, if they're getting a little excited out there and a little antsy, they walk off the court for a few minutes. They can calm down. They can come back a little more fresh.
All right, they're out of the timeout here.
Do you have like super ears or something?
That was loud. You were hot to me in my ear.
My voice is just.
All right, Merchant will inbound here to Strain. Lucas up top. Got a substitution here for the Centaurs. That's Richie Hickson comes into the game. That's off. Talbot will come down with the rebound.
A little strong.
Johnson drives baseline. Gets it across. That's Hickson up top to Zinchenko. Over to Talbot here. He drives with his left.
Talbot's got nowhere to go.
That's a 3. No good. Chase down D'Amico and.
Yeah, that looked like D'Amico took it and went right off of
Alexa Jukes. We had to ask Mr. Allard how to pronounce that one, so we appreciate that.
Daimler.
So he's a Mercedes-Benz fan.
Well, maybe his parents were. I mean, I don't think he came out of the womb and go, geez, I like Mercedes.
D'Amico. D'Amico's off. Green taps it, though. Griswold keeps the ball. D'Amico's second shot, no good. That'll be off Green's hands, out of bounds to the Centaurs.
Tyler's
going to take a mass break here.
Tyler's jaw-jacking just a little bit. I think he's frustrated with himself. He's been playing so well lately.
They are jacked up for this game. Like their shots are missing widely.
Yeah. So we do want to thank a bunch of folks that make it possible to have us broadcast here, in part. Of course, if you need tires, there's only one place to go. That's to visit the Tire Queen. The Tire Queen. Sing it. Can you sing it with me? The Tire Queen. That's right. Matter of fact, message Jeff Lucky right now. Say, hey, Tire Queen, what do you got for tire deals? I need to know. Advanced Automotive. That's Route 138 in Griswold. That's what you'll find. Just the Tire
Queen.
Thank you to Advanced Automotive for supporting Griswold Wolverines sports on SNSN. Tire Queen.
All right, Griswold Woodstock inbounds it. 4-1. They have a 3-point lead here. A little more than halfway through the first quarter. Johnson turns. He'll take the short jumper and scores. That's 4 for Johnson.
The Wolverines are doing a very good job of isolating number 5 Logan Talbot so far. He got 1 3 off. It was off the mark, but otherwise he hasn't had anything, and he's usually the go-to guy.
Nice drive by Lucas Strain for 2.
He's usually the go-to guy in offense. What's he averaging? 17 points
17 a game for Woodstock. Johnson, that'll be a travel.
Okay.
That'll be a travel. Yeah, he went up with the ball and came down with it. So that's a travel. Strain over to Merchant.
If you are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, please, type in the chat group. Let us know who you're rooting for. Who is your team? We'd like to know.
Zinchenko with the putback for Woodstock. That's his second bucket of the night.
He's still not 6'5".
Johnson and Zinchenko 8. Griswold 3. Strain calling out the play. He needs help. They're trapping him. Merchant tried to get it in. This loose ball goes to Strain. Tried to bounce it to Green, but Johnson got in there to knock it away.
That was going to be a really good play until Johnson came out of nowhere.
We got substitutes coming in here. Blanche Flowers back in the game. Then you got
Kyle
Anderson
for Griswold.
Root has come in for Griswold, and Ethan Davis also for Woodstock.
It's like Evan Merchant's going to get
Chris Russell comes in for Griswold as well.
A respite.
D'Amico gets the inbound from Strain. Strain dribbles it back up top. Green sets a screen. Nothing there.
The Woodstock's averaging about 55 points a game, so you gotta hand it to the Wolverine defense right now because they are keeping them back.
D'Amico's 3 is short. Battle for the rebound, and Woodstock comes up with a loose ball. Actually, off of Woodstock, it'll go over to Griswold.
It's louder in here without fans. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
just from the Woodstock.
It's a cacophonous building.
Whatever.
Strain will inbound to Strain, who takes the 3 and hits. Jacob Strain from downtown. Zinchenko drives to his left. Green's there to meet him. Alters the shot. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah. See, Griswold's calming down a little bit right now, and they're making they're turning it into their style of game. Woodstock obviously likes to shoot from the outside. They get the ball inside and the quick pass out, for a 3-pointer. It's not working for them right now. Griswold has been very tight on defense.
8-6, just about a minute 30 here to go in the first quarter. Griswold trailing by 2. Merchant up top. Gets it to Lucas Strain. To Jacob Strain. To Chris Russell.
Griswold playing a little small right now with Green sitting on the bench. Been a pretty clean game.
That's a 3, no good from Jacob Strain. Russell with the rebound, no good. Battle for the rebound. Woodstock gets it. Talbot on the run. And they're calling a timeout here. Woodstock calls a timeout.
Very clean game as far as fouls are concerned. They're
Looks like Parker Anderson may have hurt himself there, Mike. I'm not sure what happened. He's rubbing his right outside of his right thigh. So I don't know if you got a Charlie horse, one of those things where you bang into somebody else with their knee and your muscles just seize up. 8-6, 1 minute exactly left on the scoreboard in the first quarter.
So in the chat room right now, Scott Fryer, says, "Wake up, Griswold." He's sitting at home, probably, enjoying and sipping a nice little IPA on his couch, where my voice is about ready to go. I think by the third quarter, I'll be like, "KT, how's things going?" But no. Scott's sitting on his couch, just having a sip or two.
We have the Nina Blackwood voice going on.
Well, Griswold's coming back. That's what it's going to sound like in a little bit.
That's a little more like Wolfman Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Wolfman Jack? All right, Woodstock to inbounds here. Johnson gets it in. Down low. The turn to the hoop, no good, but they're going to call foul.
Is it on Jacob?
Not sure who that was on. Yep, Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob Strain, that's his first. The team's second. He makes the first one. First point for Blanchflower.
If you came into this game thinking that Griswold's going to get blown out.
Second one is also good.
They're playing with him. They're playing with him well.
Griswold down by 4, 10-6. So D'Amico, Lucas Strain.
It's like Tommy
Jacob
Matson's
Strain,
going to check in.
Michael Strain, and Evan Merchant on the court.
Evan Merchant's yet to score yet. He had 19 against Wheeler. He's had 5 games in a row with 10 or more.
Not sure what they're looking for here with this offense, Mike, but they're kind of just playing
They look
catch.
a little puzzled, don't they?
Yeah, like 35 feet from the basket, and that's not really doing much.
Merchant and Strain were both looking over at Molesky like, what do you want us to do, coach? He just did it again. He's still looking at him. Unless they're holding for the last shot because there's 10 seconds to go.
And Lucas Strain got it up, but missed. So that'll do it for the first quarter. 10-6. The Wolverines will head into the second quarter down by 4.
So Scott says he's eating ice cream. Scott, we're not eating ice cream. Scott, of course, the executive vice president of all wireless microphone battery installations at SNSN. Sitting back, just a guy with a cup of ice cream. Way to go.
We need to know what kind of ice cream. You can't just say ice
What
cream.
kind of ice cream, yeah. Beer flavored, probably. Just a guy with
We just pour the beer in it.
Yeah.
Instead of a root beer float, it's an actual beer float.
KT, that's kind of gross, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's no different than Pepsi and milk, right? I mean, like Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, did you ever try that?
I had. Yes.
And what'd you think?
It's awful.
Yes.
You
know what's awful is the Pepsi Mango. We
never
tried
had that.
Melissa brought some of that home. I was like,
I don't drink fruity beer or fruity soda.
Thank you very much to the Jewett City Savings Bank. Now in Putnam, also in Pawcatuck, Jewett City. Where else are they? Plainfield, Dadeville, Brooklyn, probably somewhere else. Preston. Jewett City Savings Bank, your hometown bank.
Jewett City.
Jewett City, yeah. I think I said that.
All right.
Voted number 1 hometown bank probably 50 years in a row, something like that.
Second quarter starts with Griswold with the ball. Starting lineup back out there for the Wolverines. Lucas Strain, Jacob Strain, D'Amico, Merchant, and Green. We get it inside the green, out of bounds, off of Woodstock. So Griswold will keep it.
That was off of Talbot. Talbot looks like he came up a little, he's hobbling a little bit. See him?
Yeah, he was playing with his tights, so I'm not sure exactly if he was reaching for something or just moving.
It's not favoring
adjusting his tights.
Not favoring it right now. So Merchant. Oh, that's Strain
That's an
all
open
alone.
shot. Strain, no good. Tyler Green with a rebound. He'll turn for two off the glass, no good.
It's a little strong off the backboard.
Hernandez trapped. Gets it up top.
Neither team can get a run together. You notice that? They're confusing each other.
Johnson drives to his right, takes it up, no good, but he'll get fouled.
Is that D'Amico? No,
that's Merchant. Merchant with his first foul. Team's third.
I didn't even see him in there.
And that'll put Johnson at the line for two. Johnson has 4 on the night.
Mr. Dunk-tacular during the warm-ups.
First shot, no good.
Thank you very much to the Burns Agency in Dayville and in Norwich. You'll buy better at Burns when it comes to just about any, everything when it comes to insurance. The Burns Agency, you'll buy better at Burns. Thank you very much for supporting Wolverine Sports on SNSN.
Talbot just went out of the game for Woodstock. Johnson's second one is good. So that makes it a 5-point, 11-6 lead for the Centaurs.
Johnson leads with 5. Neither team can string anything together right now. Griswold or Woodstock Academy. Or if you want to be proper, the Woodstock Academy.
Stage shot's no good.
Travel.
Zinchenko falls to the ground, and that'll be a travel.
See, look, Zinchenko is right next to Tyler Green. Green's
got 2 or 3 inches on him at least.
And Green's listed at 6'5".
Just an intimidation factor attempt by Mark Allard.
Come on, Mark.
That's a tip off the inbound. Battle for the ball. That's going to go out. Oh, that looked like it was off Woodstock.
Oh. But then again, the ref had the best vantage point where he was.
I would disagree, but that's okay. Hernandez dribbling up top. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson drives baseline. Nothing there. He gets it over to Davis. Davis hands it off. Back up top to Hernandez. Tried to get it to Johnson. Tipped away by Green. Strain going the other way with it to Merchant. Merchant will put it up. No good. Green with a tip.
There it is.
For 2. Tyler Green with the putback on the tip.
You know, that's what happens when you're the tallest kid on the floor and you can play. Tyler Green has been showing us that he can play.
Johnson gets the ball near the foul line. He goes up with it. Nothing there, but there's going to be a foul. I believe that's on Green. He did grab his arm as he was driving. I saw that clearly. So that's a team's 4th foul. Green's first. Looks like we're going to have some substitutions here for both teams. Rude and Michael Strain coming in for Griswold, and Talbot coming back into the game for Woodstock. Johnson, I should say. His first shot is good.
If you need a used car, talk to my friends down at Dish Car Sales in Franklin, 860-383-4750. Bunch of great guys down there. I drive around in the Dish Mobile myself.
Johnson misses a second one, but gets his own rebound. That'll be Talbot for 3, and it's good.
Yeah, that's one kid you do not want to start getting hot.
His first bucket on the night. 15-8. Griswold trails by 7. 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Dish Auto Sales, Route 32 in Franklin.
That was a little screen and roll, but it didn't work. Talbot gets the ball. Nice bomb thrown to him.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a travel.
It's a pretty move, though. Just kind of gliding, just kind of hung there.
Michael Strain's going to sit for Evan Merchant. So you've got Lucas Strain, Jacob Strain, Tyler Green, Rude, and Merchant on the floor for the Wolverines. Jacob Strain, tipped away by Woodstock. Turnover, and then another turnover.
The art of the bounce pass. Nice bounce pass by Evan.
Johnson goes for it. Strain gets by. A nice dish.
Oh, he got hacked
to Green,
hard.
hacked from behind
Oh,
by Davis.
Ethan David just said, no. Let me take out that forearm.
Green will be shooting 2.
I thought Tyler was going up for the dunk.
They got to fix the net. Yeah, there we go. So Greenman's at the line for 2. He's 1 for 2 in the game from the free throw line. Oh, banks it off the window. It still counts.
Still counts. Tyler's your leading scorer for Griswold with 4. It looks like Christian Russell's coming in. Jacob Strain's going to have a seat.
Green's second one. No good. Battle for the rebound. Johnson comes out with it for Woodstock. He drives to the hoop. Goes up. No good. Green certainly altered that shot. Christian Russell coming back with it. Gets it to Strain. To Rude. Back up to Strain. He'll drive with his to his left. Off the glass. No good. Green with the rebound. Brings it down. That's going to be a foul. I think they're calling it on Johnson. That foul, I believe, is on Johnson. It is, indeed. That's the team's third. 15-9. Griswold trailing by 6 with 4:25 here to go in the second quarter. Griswold the inbound. Oh, they tried to get it to Christian Russell cutting, but it was picked off by the Centaurs. And he'll go in with his left. He scores, gets the hoop in the harm. That'll be a foul on Lucas Strain. Team's 5th. Davis has a chance to make a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Tyler Green's going to come in for Evan Merchant. Matson also came into the game. So you got Matson, Lucas Strain, Christian Russell, Rude, and Green on the floor. And the free throw is good. That makes it
18-9.
A multiplier score here, 18-9. Griswold trailing by what they have on the scoreboard. Rebound scramble. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball or no foul. They call it a foul on Lucas Strain. That will be his second, team 6th. So Evan Merchant comes in for Strain.
You need any kind of dental work at all? Why don't you call our friends over at Griswold Dental on Slater Avenue in Jewett City. Dr. K and his team, they do a wonderful job. I can speak from experience, and so can my entire family. 860-376-2624. Dr. K will make you smile.
Christian Russell gets the rebound for the Wolverines. Quickly back the other way. Pulls it out. Merchant's going to take a 3. And he hits. First bucket for Merchant. Cuts the lead to 6. 18-12. 3:35 to go here in the second quarter. Inside shot there.
Right off the rim.
Blanchflower.
See, Griswold needs to convert here. They gotta get closer and closer. They don't want to go down into the locker room, as they say, because there's no locker room anymore right now with COVID-19.
Ooh, that was an interesting pass, but it actually got through. That's going to be a foul on Davis.
You don't want Griswold to sit on at the half, with a big deficit.
So that was a foul on Davis.
Woodstock.
That's his second, team's 4th. Oh, they got to go with a mass break at the 3:12 mark here, the second quarter. 3:12 left to go in the first half.
So Scott said he had peanut butter cup ice cream.
Griswold's trailing by 6, 18-12.
You like peanut butter cup?
If I could have chocolate, yes.
Oh, that's right. You're allergic, aren't you?
I'm not allergic. It's more of an intolerance.
Oh, kind of like me with milk. No, just makes me go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. Well, if I drink a
Lactose
half a gallon,
intolerance is
no, not talking about that. Come on, get your, come on. It's like water. I enjoy a good, cold, frothy glass of milk. Don't you?
I'm of the opinion that after a certain age as an adult, milk's probably not really good for you.
You know what? When I get home, I'm going to have a scoop of ice cream, a big old glass of milk, and a yogurt. Maybe I'll fry a couple eggs.
A couple of scoops of sour cream.
Yeah, why not?
Some
Throw them in
cream
there.
cheese on a bagel.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Whip up a nice pasta Alfredo. All right, here we go. Griswold's going to
blood
inbound.
Pressure.
Merchant. Oh, it's tipped. Woodstock steals it.
Talbot's going to travel.
And that's a travel.
See, the Woodstock's doing good things without Talbot. Talbot's not in any kind of rhythm right now. Griswold has taken him out of the game, so to speak. He's only got one shot. Well, he's 2 shots in the game. He made 1. But if you put him in the locker room at halftime with 3 to 5 points, you're doing a good job.
Matson up top over to Jacob Strain. Gets it near side here to D'Amico.
Matson, like his brother, likes to crank up the 3.
Merchant dribbling up top. Gets it to Russell, who pops out. To D'Amico up top. They're running a little 3-man weave from the foul line to the wings, but they're not really. I don't really know what they're doing. Like, they're just kind of passing it around. Nobody's really cutting to the basket. So Strain.
Merchant was wide open underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not even looking really. 5-second call. That'll be a turnover on the Wolverines. Johnson playing tough defense there.
Young man very excited over that. Good defense. Trying to pump his team up. Pump it up.
Woodstock up top. Looking for Johnson at the foul line. Looks like a scramble for the ball. Wolverines come up with it.
Nice. That was great work by the Wolverines, especially by Tyler to stabilize
Strain driving to the right. Nothing there. Johnson cuts him off. He'll go to the middle. Nothing there. He kicks it back out to Russell. Russell to D'Amico up top. Gets it over to Strain. Back up top to Russell. To D'Amico. He drives. Nothing there. Hands it up to Green. Tyler Green should never be that far away from the basket.
I was wondering why they brought him out so
never
far.
Never be that far away from the basket.
Now he's on the wing.
Should never be that far away from the basket.
He called something. I think that was on Blanchflower. Maybe not.
So double foul there.
Double foul, yeah.
On Johnson. And I'm not sure who they gave it to on Griswold's side. Okay, that's Lucas Strain.
Oh, no, Jacob.
I'm sorry. That's actually 1-1 for Woodstock. They put them in the bonus, but they won't shoot because it was a double foul call there.
It was Johnson, right?
It was Johnson, yes. That's his second. You get the ball into Matson. Gets it over to Strain here near side.
Well, they didn't shoot. Have you noticed that?
No, they didn't because it was a double foul. You don't get to shoot on a double foul.
Under a minute to go in the half.
Matson shoots up a deep.
Oh! He shot that from North Groverdale.
And that'll be a timeout for Woodstock. Their second timeout of the game. 49.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 18-15. Griswold trails by 3.
Tommy saying to his brother CJ, "Eat my dust, brother."
Griswold actually on a 6-0 run here, Mike. They were down 18-9 to Woodstock after Talbot hit his 3.
They're playing with them. They're definitely playing with them. I heard people were telling me, they were saying, they might get blown out tonight. I'm like, no, they're not. These guys have been playing very well together as a team. Like I said in the pregame, unless you disagree, they're playing like this is the third or fourth game of the season.
Yeah,
they didn't really have any preseasons. They didn't really have much practice or anything like that.
And even the practices now that they're having are not what they're used to. So
the game against Killingly was like a pickup game down at the park. You can't blame the kids.
All right. Griswold trails by 3, 49.6 to go here in the first half. Woodstock with the ball.
Oh, no, I'm just glad they're playing.
Johnson drives to his right, kicks it out back for a 3, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound by Woodstock. They kick it back out. Get it back down inside. Back out here to Johnson. Johnson drives. He'll take the jumper, no good. Too strong. Loose ball. Woodstock picks it back up. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Woodstock's calling out a play. Talbot to Johnson. Johnson drives, nothing there. He travels. That's the 8th turnover for Woodstock in the first half.
Going to give a shout out to the Town Grill in Voluntown, rocking and rolling, watching the ball game on the big screen.
Merchant throws up a heave from about 35 feet and just misses, turns to the crowd and says, just by inches, he missed. And that'll do it for the first half, 18-15.
Yep.
Here in the first half, Griswold trails by 3 at halftime. Maybe a little bit lower scoring than we anticipated, Mike. And as you were saying, as you've been saying, you said in the pregame, you've been saying it in the first half, a little closer maybe than people thought.
Yeah, I think it's a much closer game than people thought. I wasn't buying into that personally, just because I've seen almost every game that they played. And they've gotten better every single game. I mean, we've gotten to see Tyler Green, progress as a ball player. We've gotten to see Evan Merchant progress as a ball player. We've gotten to see Lucas Strain and Jacob Strain. Well, Lucas, more of an all-around type ball player, doing a lot more passing and picking up more assists, instead of just throwing up a 3. They're evolving as players, and they're sophomores. You imagine what these kids are going to be like as seniors?
Yeah, if they keep them together, they're certainly going to be a force to reckon with in the ECC.
You get Evan Merchant put on 15, 20 pounds of meat, and Gavin D'Amico, that kid is going to be, they need somebody down low. They're going to need somebody down low. And remember, Mikey Sims. Yeah, not a tall kid, 6'2", maybe 6'1", 6'2", as far as basketball is concerned. Yep. But let me tell you something. Nobody told Mikey Sims what to do.
No,
not at all.
Excellent football player.
And exactly. But same thing underneath the hoop too.
He was,
Gavin D'Amico can be that kind of player. I was talking to his aunt the other day, matter of fact, because we're in a small town and we know everybody and everybody knows us. That's a Tire Queen, by the way. Tire Queen. You don't like to sing, man. I gotta loosen you up.
You gotta prompt me a little better.
Loosen you up, man.
You gotta prompt me a little better.
God, have some fun.
I'm having a blast. This is a good game.
I'm having a blast.
It's a good game. Good game to watch.
Anyway, I was talking to her about Gavin, and she says he doesn't shoot. He would rather do other things, and that was kind of like that's exactly how Mikey Sims played. He had that very powerful presence down in the paint. Like I said, nobody pushed Mikey Sims around. And I got a feeling next year and the year after that, Gavin bulks up a little bit. They ain't going to push that kid around either.
Yeah, and that's the thing between sophomore and junior year normally in high school is kind of when you go from, baby face to manhood.
Yeah.
That's kind of when
Exactly.
not getting too much into biology, but, it's when the second phase of puberty kind of kicks in and you get a man body.
See, the nice thing about this team, if you want to go back, I mean, these kids have all been playing together for quite some time. Going back to middle school, they won the middle school championship together, the 8th grade championship. Then they moved in, and they pretty much ruled the JV squad, as far as, what they had. It was all 3 strains, Kyle Rude, Gavin, Evan, Suvenance. These are now they're all sophomores. Look what they're doing. Okay, it's 18 to 15. All right. They're not really allowing many points. Look up and down the roster. What are you looking at? Oh,
the ball was rolling away,
Gotcha.
And I was just trying to alert one of the Griswold
right.
JV players to go get it.
Look at the roster, that Woodstock Academy has.
All juniors and seniors.
They're all juniors and seniors on that squad. Okay. What do we have here for Griswold? We got 1 senior, Tyler Green. 1. Everybody else is a freshman or a sophomore. We're all sophomores.
7 seniors, 5
Yes.
juniors. Sorry, 5 juniors for the Centaurs.
How do you think that matches up? I mean, you look at a stat sheet and you say, okay, we got a bunch of juniors and seniors, especially at this level, right?
Right.
And then you have, a team of sophomores coming in. What do you think it's going to happen? It's going to be a slaughter. That's what you think.
So, especially when you look at common opponents and what the scores have been.
Exactly.
So
Griswold has played with these kids who are 7-1, okay? And they don't play any Chizo teams. They play some pretty big gun teams, through the years. They're a private
this year's
school.
a little different.
It's a little bit
because
different.
of the pandemic. It's just Eastern Connecticut.
But still, they're 7-1, and they're all playing the same common opponents. Griswold's, they're playing with them. They're playing with them good, and they could win this game. There's nothing saying that they can't.
Which would be a long way from the first game because Killingly actually has lost twice to Woodstock. They lost by 5 and by 10.
The team right now to beat is Plainfield.
Yeah, and Woodstock split with Plainfield.
Yeah. Plainfield's a team right now.
They lost to Plainfield in the first game of the season that they met. First time they met.
Yep.
And then they beat them the last time that they met pretty handily. I'm losing the score here. 63-44.
Yeah.
So lost to them by 9, beat them by 19. And that was home and home.
And here we are.
So that was home and home. Plainfield won on their home court. Woodstock won on their home court. So
I like this. I like this auditorium. This is the second time I've been here myself. It's very bright. I mean, they've got the white and the gold, their colors. Very, very nice school. Beautiful campus. If you've never been up here, take a ride up here.
It's got more of a, not as big as a college field house, but certainly a field house type atmosphere in here.
Well, you've got Woodstock Academy around here. This is, the quiet corner here in northeastern Connecticut. There's a bunch of private schools up here. You have Pomfret School. You have the Rectory School. I got a couple of fun stories about the Pomfret School. So
what's Hyde now?
Huh?
Hyde's not Hyde anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought a couple years ago they had.
They're not around here.
I drove by it tonight and I couldn't.
Where are they?
Hyde's in Woodstock. They were in Woodstock, but I don't think it's Hyde anymore. I think it's something else now. I drove by it too on the way here, and it was dark, and I couldn't see the sign, so I couldn't really tell.
All right, I gotta say it. You ready? Town Grill, let me hear you scream. See, I wonder if they did it.
Well, somebody could ping us and let us know. Message us. All right, 30 seconds before the second half tip off here. Griswold down by 3.
Let's go through the comments, real quick. Look at Sweet Lou D'Amico. Young team with good defense. Spot on.
So far, they played pretty well defense.
Spot on. Regina says good defense. Scott Fryer. Tommy Point.
God rest his soul.
And he's sitting home watching us. He should be here.
What's the line from Cars?
What?
When Sheriff tells Lightning McQueen in the courtroom scene, May God have mercy on your soul. All right, here we go. Woodstock's going to get it here to start the first half. The second half, I should say.
That's third half, Kevin. Come on.
Davis traveled. Yep.
There we go.
Definitely traveled.
That's a good way to start the second half of Griswold, especially if, you get a little pumped up, from your coaches. Molesky's over there. Josh is saying, yo, let's go. And then they started off with the travel. They get the ball back.
Starting lineup back on the floor for the Wolverines. Strain. Misses the three. D'Amico, Merchant, and Green. Johnson drives, takes the short jumper, no good. Merchant comes back down with the rebound. That's going to be a foul on Johnson. That'll be his third.
And he has been, one of their scoring stars tonight with 6 points. Matter of fact, he leads.
He leads the game with 6. Then it's Tyler Green with 4 for the Wolverines on the Wolverines side. So they sit Johnson. That'll bring Zinchenko back into the game.
And they got, Green, then Evan with 3, and then Tommy points.
Strain to D'Amico here in the near side. Back up to Jacob Strain. Over to his brother. He'll drive, take a jumper from about 15 feet. No good. Jacob Strain tried to save it, but couldn't. And they go out of bounds to Woodstock. Woodstock gets the ball in. All right. Talbot with the 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Green tips it to Jacob Strain. Comes up quickly up court.
Got an update
here. He'll drive to his left. Tried to get it to Green. Couldn't do it.
Got an update in Griswold. The girls hold it out.
They won?
38-37.
Nice. Good game. That'll be a putback from Davis.
On senior night, Sam Falco, 20 points in the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
Did you hear that, guys?
Excellent job.
Did you hear it? Lucas, right? Say hi to your father. Will you come over here and say hi to your father? You're a Hanley. You're a Hanley. No, come on. You got to know what microphones are all about. You're a Hanley. Come here. Come here. Say hello to your father.
What's up, Dad?
There you go. I remember when he was like 3'1" for crying out loud.
Straight drives to his left, puts it up. No good. Woodstock comes down with a rebound. Gets it back over half court. Hernandez up top to Zinchenko. He'll take a 17-footer. No good. Battle for the rebound. Hernandez comes down with a loose ball. Oh, Merchant blocks the shot.
Oh, they got lucky there. Because actually Hernandez got hacked.
That's a foul on Hernandez. That's his second, team second.
A little lucky for Griswold there. Can you believe that? The girls came down from a huge deficit on senior night, 38-37. Way to go, Sam Falco. 20 points in the last 5 minutes.
Green inside for 2, no good. Battle for the rebound. That's a jump ball. Refs were a little late calling that one. That's going to stay with the Wolverines. Wolverines going to inbound the ball here on the possession.
Is it on Hernandez?
That was a jump ball. In that case.
Oh, I thought they were going to.
Strain's going to inbound. Gets it to D'Amico in the corner. Gets it back out to Strain. He traveled. D'Amico traveled. 20-15 here. 2.5 minutes in to the third quarter. Wolverines trail by 5. Hernandez up top.
Yeah, I said it at Wheeler. It's
down
nice
low to
pass.
Davis. Davis
traveled. like, Coach, I didn't travel. I didn't do it. Don't send me to my room. It's like we're saying at Wheeler. How much they've matured. Something else I was going to say.
Timeout here by Griswold.
So I want to give somebody some big props. Patrick Strain. Got to talk Patrick Strain. Got to talk a little Patrick Strain right now. GNS Automotive, GNS Auto Sales in Franklin. Why? Why do we talk about? Well, first of all, he's here supporting Wolverines basketball by running the camera. So you guys at home, you guys can watch it right now. And he said, Mike, I want to do it. Put me behind the camera. Between him and Lloyd Van Lannon,
Put me in, Coach.
Great. Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play. Anyway, he's over there right now running the camera, and he also supports us financially as well at GNS Auto Sales in Franklin.
All right, coming out of the timeout here. Wolverines still have the ball. Merchant will inbound.
Oh, this is what I said at Wheeler. Come on. Who'd have thought Griswold would be having 2 ball games streamed in one night? When I was in high school, nobody thought that would happen. We were lucky to see a radio guy show up at Griswold back in 1984.
Lucky to see a newspaper guy show up.
Yeah. Well, that was back then when newspaper guys actually had a staff.
Strain to Merchant on the far side. Back over to Jacob Strain here.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Oh, tried to kick it out to his brother. But Talbot steals it. He's going to go in for 2.
There's only been 4 points scored in this half.
In almost 4 minutes.
Yeah. Griswold's got a big offer right now.
And unfortunately, it's been all by the Centaurs.
Talbot and Davis, both with the bucket.
Centaurs. Merchant drives to the paint. Nothing there. He kicks it out to D'Amico.
I was hoping he did.
D'Amico with a fake. Oh, Strain had an opportunity for a reverse layup there. Didn't realize how open he was.
They're going to call for a travel.
Oh, they're going to call for a jump ball.
Wow.
That was a foul all day.
Uh-huh.
Hernandez was bumping him, riding him. I mean, that was crazy.
It's a little basketball bump and grind right there.
That's going to be a turnover for the Wolverines.
Lusky's like, what are you doing?
Taking a mass break here. And at that point of the mass break, Centaurs have scored 4 points in this quarter, the only ones that have scored. So it's a 7-point, 22-15 lead for the Woodstock.
I want to thank correspondent Lloyd Van Lannon for getting us the updates. Thanks, Lloyd.
He's with the girls tonight.
Lloyd can cook like it's nobody's business, I'm going to tell you.
It's a good skill to have. His daughter, Lindsay, plays for the girls team. That's what's in those masks. I was wondering what's in those masks.
It's the whistle.
Yeah.
It's their whistle.
I think they got water in there too.
Do they really?
I think so. I swear I just saw one of the referees drinking out of it.
Wow.
Woodstock basketball here. Coming out of the mask break.
I don't even want to say.
That's a 3. No good for Woodstock. They get the rebound. Talbot with the offensive glass.
Fryer just said it. Griswold is not intimidated by Woodstock. You're the JV team behind us cheering them on. Oh, it's a turnover.
Woodstock turns it over. Griswold going to make wholesale substitutions here. 4 players coming in.
They're back to the starting lineup again. Oh, no, except for Gavin. Gavin's out there still. Oh, Gavin started.
Gavin's out there.
Sorry, Gav.
Nice give and go. Green misses the bunny. They got Woodstock trapped in the corner. Johnson breaks out of it. And Woodstock calls a timeout.
You know, Gavin's not only a good ball player, he's a fundraising maven.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain
For
that.
the Booster Club every single year. You know, they raise money. You know, for and they have kids and stuff. You know, raising for the boosters. Like 3 years in a row, Gavin is like kicking arse, raising all the money or most of it. Keeps winning the big gift card and everything.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
What's the gift card? What's the big gift card?
It's like $500, something like that. It's a big one. It
Nice.
wasn't no like $25 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts or something. Dunkin' Donuts is like going to the lottery. It really is. Like, I'd like a medium coffee, 3 cream, 2 sugar. Did you say that you want a medium coffee black? No. And why is it such a difference between going to Lisbon McDonald's and Plainfield McDonald's? Such a difference.
All right, here we go. Woodstock inbounds.
Why does Kevin Thompson never talk to me when I start?
Because the action started. 3 minutes here to go in the third quarter. Woodstock down low. Johnson gets surrounded. They get the ball back down to Davis. Davis will take the short jumper for 2.
He's now the points leader.
7 points on the night for Davis.
Put it back up to a 9-point lead once again.
That's his average on the season. He's averaging 7.5 per game.
That's ball fake by Gav.
Oh, they tried to get D'Amico tried to get it down to Green, but they turn it over. Another bucket by Davis. And that
timeout, Griswold.
Create a timeout for Griswold. First double-digit lead of the game, Mike, 26-15. Yep. Griswold down by 11.
So are you comfy here in the Griswold Pride broadcast booth?
Griswold Pride table is very comfy.
Looks a little different every time, doesn't it? I want you to be comfy and cozy at the Griswold Pride broadcast
You get to
booth.
try out all different kinds of chairs.
Yeah. Griswold Pride, go to them, check them out on the web, griswoldpride.org. Find out how you can help prevent alcohol and the spread of drugs throughout our community. Parents, don't provide. Check out Griswold Pride, griswoldpride.org.
All right. So we gotta get some game planning going on here in this huddle, Mike. Centaurs are on an 8-0 run here in the third quarter. Start the second half.
Well, they were up by 9 points at one point. That's redundant. But they did close the lead. They came in within, 3? They can do it. I mean, it's not
They were down by 9, went on a 6-0 run on their own and cut it to 3 at halftime.
This is high school basketball. You could have a 15-point lead and it'll all be gone in 2 minutes.
All right, here we go. Strain dribbling near side, gets across to his brother on the far side. To D'Amico, Merchant, I should say, near side. To D'Amico, far side. I was pressing. I knew he was going to pass it to D'Amico. Strain to Strain. He drives, goes up for 2.
That was a nice play. That was gritty. That was very gritty. He saw the lane and took it. I'm going to call that a Merchant. No,
they're
it's
calling it on
Tyler.
green. That's his second.
Hmm.
The team's first here in the second half. 2 shots for Anderson. Was scoreless here in the second half. Was a leading scorer in the first half for both teams with 6. His first one's good.
First point for Johnson
In this half.
in this half.
And that makes him 3 for 5 from the line. 4 for 6.
Someone's getting a timeout. Kyle Root back in the game for Griswold. As is Christian Russell. Number
Russell.
23.
Yep. Russell up top. Over to Strain to Rude in the corner. Rude needs some help. Jacob Strain comes to help him. Cross court to Russell. Nothing there. Strain drives to his right. Off the glass, no good. Green tips it out of bounds. That'll go over to Woodstock. 28-17, 58.3 here to go in the third quarter. Griswold trails by 11.
Tyler's taking a seat, and we see Michael Strain come into the game.
Woodstock over quickly. Oh, nice giving and go. And Davis gets at the ball. That's 6 for him in this quarter.
Davis has got 11, leads all scorers.
Woodstock making some substitutions here.
That was on Johnson. That's his 4th.
Johnson with his 4th foul. That's the team's
And he's
third.
taking a seat. Daimler, Alex Jukes back in.
D'Amico and Lucas Strain back in the game. I should say Tommy Matson, I should say. Lucas gets it to Russell. Off to Jacob. Top to D'Amico. They like to score the basketball. Russell just throws it up. No good. That's all for the third quarter. Wolverines outscored 12-2 in the third quarter and now are trailed by 11, 30-17. So, Mike, it's going to have to be maybe another comeback just like the girls in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet to hear about that. Girls winning on senior night. Sam
Good win.
Falco dropping 20 in 5 minutes against Woodstock. That young lady will remember that forever. It's the 25th anniversary of their graduation. Remember that time I dropped in 20 points? Against them lady Centaurs. You know, we won that game. At the buzzer.
Griswold's really going to have to pick it up here in the fourth quarter, Mike. They got to score the basketball. They're not getting shots off.
They're taking forever. Have you noticed that? They are taking forever to even get a shot off.
That last sequence, I mean, how do you not drive the basketball or try to get something off there? The
But
shot that they got
we
off
also
was,
saw that at the end of the first half. The last few possessions, they weren't penetrating anywhere. But it's still, I mean,
Jacob Strain misses the three. Davis comes down with a rebound. It'll stay Woodstock basketball.
It's still a great defensive ball game, no matter how you look at it, even though it's a 13-point spread. But like we're in the fourth. Woodstock's they're used to scoring 50, 60 points a game.
Anderson inside, surrounded by 2 Wolverines. Gets it out to Davis. Davis kicks it down to Zinchenko, blocked by Tyler
Blocked
Green.
again. They're going to call Strain for a foul, and he's not buying it.
Actually calling D'Amico for the foul. That's his second.
It's 2.
Team second in this half. Rude's going to come back into the game. Johnson for 2. Hits the first. That gives him 9 on the game.
It's 5 for 6 from the stripe. The team's 8 for 9.
Second one is also good.
9 for 10.
D'Amico.
They're picking up a nice chunk of points at the free throw line.
Merchant for 3 hits.
There he goes. Evan has not been allowed to get hot. I mean, they've pretty much stifled him most of the game.
That's his second 3 of the game.
Yeah, but the 2 he's been able to shoot, he's hit.
D'Amico with good hands. Tips the pass, but knocks it out of bounds. Woodstock to inbounds. Zinchenko gets it back to Johnson. Johnson goes up. No good. Battling Rude. We're going to call a jump ball.
Stay with the
Centaurs. Stay with Woodstock. Woodstock picks up the loose ball. Davis drives to his left. He puts it up off the glass. No good. Johnson battling Strain for the rebound. Another jump ball. That'll be all to the Wolverines.
It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander.
Baby.
Huh?
It's a song. All right. Strain gets it over half court. Hands it off to his brother. Hands it off to Merchant. The Strain. He'll take a 3 and hits.
Lead cut down to 9. A lot of clock left.
Johnson for 2. Cuts the mini streak for the Wolverines. Strain up top, gets it to D'Amico near side. Nothing there, so Strain drives, all blocked by Davis.
Number 14 pounded his chest over there like King Kong. Ethan Davis with a monster block.
Strain to inbound. Woodstock tips it. Make the steal. Go the other way with it.
Charge.
It's going to be a charge.
Yeah.
Christian Russell will take the charge. The foul on Parker Anderson. It's his first, the team's 4th. Lucas Strain walking it up. And why we're walking when we're down by 11 with 5:30 to go in the game. That's a nice fake on the pass. Puts it up, no good, but he gets fouled. He'll be shooting 2. That's a foul on Dmitry Zinchenko, team's 5th. Strain for 2. He's got 7 in the game for the Wolverines.
Make it 8
first.
He's got half his points in the 4th quarter.
Michael Strain and D'Amico come in for Rude and Christian Russell. Second one is no good. Woodstock with the rebound.
Gotta make those. Gotta make the freebies.
Oh, nice
steal by
Michael Strain. Gets it to
Yep.
Lucas Strain on for 2. That's going to be a timeout for Woodstock.
Don't let Griswold get on a roll, baby. You don't throw rocks if somebody's got an Uzi.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. All right, 5:04 left to go here in the game. 34-26. Wolverines getting back in it. They're on a 9-4 run here to start the 4th.
You having fun?
I'm always having fun. So that puts Lucas Strain in double digits, Mike. That last 2 put him in double digits for the game.
Bill Przlucky just said Griswold on a roll. Is that the new special at Town Grill?
Grizzled meat on a roll.
I like it. I don't know. Sorry, Bill. And sorry to Town Grill. Actually, Town Grill's very good.
It is very good.
Ended up with a. I know, Bill. I know it was supposed to be Griswold. We had a really nice gift card to Town Grill. Went there and spent it for lunch one day.
Well, how about a Wolverine sandwich?
No. You know the Wolverine. You know what they call it? It's nature's glutton. Nature's glutton. 4-3. Come on.
All right, here we go. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Wolverines trail by 8, but we're on a 9-4 run here to start the 4th. Anderson walking it up for Woodstock. Oh, almost another steal there.
I thought they had another one.
Get it down low. Oh, nice defense. Oh, nice defense.
Beautiful.
By Lucas Strain.
Oh, my God. Lucas, bright-eyed and bushy tail, saw that and just knocked it off to the Woodstock player. Griswold ball.
Tyler Green's going to come back in the game for Michael Strain.
See, that's the momentum you need. You know, those are the kind of plays that'll...
Christian Russell's going to come in as well.
That'll switch the momentum right back to
Gavin D'Amico. Merchant to Jacob Strain, to Russell, to Lucas Strain, back up to Merchant. Merchant drives. He'll go to his right, off the glass, no good, tipped around. Christian Russell comes up with a loose ball. Lucas Strain up top, hands it off to Evan Merchant. Gets it to Jacob Strain, no good on the 3. Woodstock with the rebound. Talbot coming the other way. It's been very quiet in this game. Only has 5. Normally averages 17 a game. Oh, they get it down low to Davis. Try to get it back to Zinchenko. Stolen by Merchant. Jacob Strain near side looking for Green underneath. Nothing there. He'll get it up top to his brother Lucas. Lucas dribbling back to the
doing
inside.
a really good job with Tyler.
Oh, try to tip it away. Reverse layup, no good for Strain, but he's going to get fouled by Zinchenko. And that'll put him in the line for 2.
3:43 to go. Still time.
And that's Woodstock's 16 fouls. So the next foul on Woodstock
Put him in the
puts
1-on-1.
the Wolverines in the bonus, which could be big down the stretch when you're down. Nothing better than scoring points when the clock is not running. His first free throw, no good. That makes him 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. Michael Strain comes back in for Tyler Green. D'Amico back in for Christian Russell. Second one is good. 34-27, 3:40 to go here in the game. Wolverines trail by 7.
Lucas has 11 now.
Talbot for 3. Oh, that's a dagger.
That hurts.
Puts the Centaurs back up by double digits, 37-27. That's going to be a reach-in by Talbot. That's his first foul, but the team's 7th. So Strain will be shooting free throws here. Got to hit these down the stretch. Again, clock stopped. You get opportunity to score points.
Did they give that to Zinchenko? No.
No, that was Talbot all the way.
Right.
If they did it incorrectly. But no, the scoreboard now says it's the right player. Strain's first one. It's good.
They're going to take a mask break before the
second free throw. Mask break. 37-28, 3:19 here to go in the game. Wolverines down by 9.
I know it's a 9-point spread right now, but I don't think that's very indicative of what the game's actually been like. It's been very, very tight, very good defense on both sides. Some of the guys have been good. I mean, obviously good scouting because the Centaurs have been all over Evan Merchant. He hasn't really had many open shots. I think he's taken 3 or 4 shots all game. That's it. They're stacking down on Tyler Green. They can't get the ball to him. So they're forced to play a game that they haven't really been playing lately. You saw it at the end of the first half. They just kept passing around the perimeter. They didn't. I was like, what do we do? He kept looking over at Molesky. What do you want us to do?
They got a 1 shot left here for Lucas Strain. I don't know about taking the mask break right there, Mike. Did it ice him?
I don't think that made much sense personally. I think what they should have done is let him take his 2 shots
and then
call the mask break. Right? Yeah. I think they felt pressured because the mask break has to be right around the 4-minute point, and we're at the 3-minute point.
Oh, nobody rebounded it.
Yeah, Woodstock fell asleep there.
Yeah, I think they thought there was another shot coming. A 3. Oh, in and out by Merchant. Woodstock coming back with it quickly. Gets it down inside. They go up with it, and they'll get fouled. That's Blanchflower. Foul was on Kyle Rude. I don't think that's possible because they had number 5. Now they're number 2. There we go. Third team foul. That was on Jacob Strain. Blanchflower's first one was good. No, actually, they don't have it on the scoreboard.
It's got 3 points. All of them.
They don't have it on the scoreboard, Mike. They didn't put it up there.
No. Yeah, they did. Lucas, number 2.
No. The first free throw. So he must have missed the first one.
Oh, no, he did. He hit it.
But they didn't put it up there, Mike, because it was 37-27. So.
Gotcha.
Green gets it inside. He'll turn inside, back to the opposite side. He'll get fouled by Davis.
That's Davis.
Third. Yeah, there we go. They finally put the other free throw up on the board. I knew I was right, but I was like, what happened? So Blanchflower did hit both free throws, so it's 39-28. 2:52 to go here in the game. Tyler Green at the line for the Wolverines. His first shot is up and short. That makes him 2 for 5 on the night from the free throw line. He misses them both. D'Amico is able to tip the rebound back out, though, and Wolverines will keep possession. Strain drives. He goes up with it. 2.
See, that's the value that Gavin is to this team. He doesn't really shoot the ball, but he made that play happen.
Talbot for 3. Hits
Wow.
another one.
He was totally off balance, and now he's got 11. All of a sudden, he's tied for the team lead.
Strain drives again. Goes up with it. No good. Green tries to tip it back in. That's going to be a foul, I think, on Woodstock. Yeah, they called it on Woodstock.
Is that going to be on Johnson?
That is. No, it's on Davis, but that's his 4th as well.
So you got Davis and Johnson both with 4 fouls.
Henderson's going to come in for Anderson for Woodstock. So Green at the free throw line again for the 1-and-1.
I don't think we've seen Hernandez since the first half.
He was in a little bit in the third quarter. 42-30, 2:15 to go here. Wolverines down by 12. Green's free throw, no good. Battle for the rebound. Hernandez comes down with it. He gets trapped, looking for help. Then he finds Blanchflower. Blanchflower gets it over half court for Woodstock. Gets it off to Johnson. Johnson drives to his left, kicks it to Davis. Davis tries to drive, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Blanchflower. Johnson takes a 3, no good. Davis with the rebound, off the glass, no good. Green back down with
Good strong rebound by Tyler.
Wolverines got to go quick here. Down by 12. You got to put something up. Minute 30 to go in the game. Merchant drives. Nice dish to Green for 2.
They're not going away. They're not going away.
Woodstock taking their time. They really don't need to put up a shot here. And Griswold has 3 fouls to give before they put them in the 1-and-1.
Michael Strain's coming back in.
That's only the 14th foul on the Wolverines. That foul was on Lucas Strain's third. Johnson to Talbot, back to Johnson to Blanchflower. There's another foul. On Tyler Green, so that'll be his 3rd, the team's 5th.
It's like Tyler's going to have a seat. Christian Russell's back in.
Well, Woodstock throws it away. Off the inbound, they throw it away. Wolverines going to have to score quickly in bunches here. 1:03 to go, 42-32. They're down by 10. Lucas Strain walking it up. He'll take a 2 from the baseline, misses. They got a foul here, Mike. They got a foul.
There it is.
And there it is. Lucas Strain, that's his 4th. The team's 6th. Next one will put Woodstock in the 1-and-1.
I'm going to sub Tyler in and out right now.
And that'll put the 17 foul, so that'll put Woodstock in the 1-and-1 with 34.5 seconds to go. That foul was on Evan Merchant, his 2nd. Green's going to come back in for rebounding purposes. Michael Strain will take a seat. First shot is good by Anderson. That's his first point of the game. So he gets the bonus. Second one misses. Green with the rebound off of Woodstock. Wolverines basketball.
Starting to look bleak.
30 seconds to go. Wolverines down by 11, 43-32. Jacob Strain's going to take a three, and he hits.
And a timeout.
Coach Molesky takes a timeout here with 18.7 seconds to go, and the Wolverines down by 8, 43-35.
Stranger, they're accounting for 13 points just in the fourth. Lucas has got 10 of them. He's got 14 total.
And he does. He leads the Wolverines. And then you got Talbot and Davis both with 11 for the Woodstock.
Yeah. So Lucas actually leads
Johnson
everybody in
has
scoring.
10. He does. Lucas does. He is the high scorer for the game at this point.
So is there enough time to trade 3 for 2s?
No, there's no way to trade. You gotta get a turnover, huck up a 3, get a turnover, huck up a 3. You gotta do that 3 times in 18.7 seconds to win the game.
I'll tell you this: I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch the girls' game. So I want to see that remarkable performance by Sam Falco, dumping 20 points in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Talbot's gonna. Woodstock inbounds it all the way into the front court, and then there's a foul. Russell on Anderson.
Not one of the guys that you wanted to foul. I mean, he is 6 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. You know, I do got to say that I'm really happy for the senior girl parents. They were able to get into the game to at least walk their girls down for senior night. So
that's awesome. Johnson's first one is good.
From what I understand, they were not able or allowed to stay for the game, but they were able to walk their girls down. So
Coach Molesky emptying the bench here.
Yeah. Scott Fryer would say it, some wholesale changes.
Johnson's second shot is good as well.
10-point lead, about 10 seconds to go. Underneath
Evan
to Merchant.
Will score 2.
There you go.
That gives him 8 on the game. Woodstock's just going to hold it. They don't have to get it over half court. And that'll do it.
That's it.
45-37, Wolverines lose by 8 tonight to the Woodstock Centaurs here at Woodstock Academy in Woodstock, Connecticut. It was an interesting game. Halftime, they're only down by 3. Problem is that they got outscored 12-2 in the third quarter. And that really was the deciding factor in the game. Like
it was. I don't know. I mean, they came out pretty pumped up in the second half, but just couldn't seem to keep up with the Centaurs. Talbot got a little hot, hit a couple of threes down the stretch. He was pretty quiet during the first half. Averages 17 points a game. He ended up with 11, but that was fueled by 3 threes. So, but I'm going to hand it to you for a minute to go down the scores, and I'm going to go over and grab a Griswold player.
All righty. So leading the way tonight for the Wolverines was Lucas Strain with 14. Jacob Strain had 6 2 threes. Ethan Merchant, I should say, had 8 for the Wolverines. And then Tyler Green had 6. And Tommy Matson had a 3 as well. So that'll do it for the scoring for the Wolverines. Lucas Strain was tied for the game high with Andrew Johnson of the Centaurs. He also had 14, and he was 2, 4, 6, 8 of 10 from the line. Logan Talbot had 11 for Woodstock, as did Ethan Davis. So you had 3 players for the Centaurs in double figures. And then Blanche Flower had 4. Anderson had 1. Zinchenko had 4. And that'll do it for the scoring for the Centaurs on the night. 45-37, the Wolverines lose by 8 tonight. So ultimately, it was a good first half, big defensive battle tonight for the game. The third quarter was a deciding factor. It was a 12-2 third quarter there for the Centaurs. The Wolverines were able to come back in the fourth quarter and score 20 points in the fourth quarter. So, Mike, are we doing this? Are we interviewing? Are you coming? Well, I thought we were both doing it. All right.
Thought you were going to talk to him.
We're going to talk. But
You're the voice. You're the voice man of Wolverine basketball.
All right. You want to ask the first question? Go ahead.
Yeah.
So turn this way, Mike, so the camera can.
Oh, that's right. Here we go. This whole TV thing is new, man. So the first, you've had 5 games. You've had over 10 points. You had a couple games with 19 points. Tonight, it seemed like you had a little rough time even getting the ball or getting an open shot, especially in the first half. I mean, you banged a couple of threes. You end up with 8 points of the night, but it seemed like you had a little tough time. Can you tell us about the first half? You know what? Before we do that,
you got to turn your mic on.
Yeah, because here's what happened, Evan. And I said this to Pat Strain, and I said it to a couple other people today. I got my first COVID shot today. All right, talk.
Hello?
You got to talk louder though.
Get right up to the mic. Hello?
There you go. I had my first COVID shot today. I'm a dingbat right now. I'm absolutely gone. So anyway, let's talk about the first half. You only got 1 shot off. Well, you got 2 shots off. 1 you hit, 1 you didn't.
Yep.
Tell us about the defense from Woodstock Academy tonight.
They came out really aggressive. We did too. Coach's strat in the beginning was to mostly, or the whole game was to mostly get it to Tyler. But he said if we had the shot, take it. And I just couldn't get open. They were playing really tight defense on all of us. But as you can see, it was a really low scoring half. 18-15 at halftime.
Well, KT, I mean, the whole game, Woodstock usually scores, about 50, 55 points a game, right around there.
Yes.
They held them down. So their defense was amazing. So what can you attribute to that? Because they were running up and down the court.
Yeah. Before the game, we knew that they were going to be really aggressive on offense. We watched film on them, and they know that they like to get the ball down the court really fast. And we had really good transition defense, which helped us a lot throughout the game.
They didn't have many fast break. Hold on.
No, they didn't.
I got to switch you now.
Now it's KT's turn. Do I get sound? Now I have sound. All right, there you go. Can you hear it? Yeah, I can. So they didn't have many fast break points.
No.
Neither team did, really. So it was kind of a battle of half-court offenses. So tell me as you get into halftime what you guys talk about, and then what happened in the third quarter. It just seemed like you guys could not score the ball at all, no matter what you tried.
During halftime, Coach said, just get the ball to Tyler Green. That's all he said. He said, get the ball to him. And before the game, he was going to be the deciding factor of the game, to be honest, because they also have a 6'6" kid that can go against him. He's really tough, or whatever, how tall he is.
He's listed at 6'6", but Tyler's taller than him, so
Yeah, he was, but he's really tough. Third quarter, we were a little bit lazy. We couldn't hit any shots, but then fourth quarter came around and we were starting to hit them, but it was a little too late.
Yeah, and then in the fourth quarter, you guys came out really fast. You knocked the lead down. You got it under double digits.
It was the third quarter.
You got it down to 7 points at one point.
Yeah.
But then Talbot hits a couple of bombs, and that kind of with the daggers.
Yeah, he's a really talented player. You can get right in his face, and he's still going to sink the shot.
Yeah, but you held him on 6 points under his average.
We did.
So that was a great defensive night. All right, Evan. Well, Monday,
Killingly, yes.
So revenge.
That's what we're going for right now. Last time we played them first game of the season, and I think we're a totally different team than what we are now.
You are absolutely a totally different team.
We talked about that.
Yep.
A couple of times.
Well, it would be a nice way to end the season for you guys to come back and get a win against Killingly.
I believe if we can play that game like we just played this game, then
Yeah.
I think we have a good chance of winning that game.
It's funny because I think they played actually better tonight than they did against Wheeler.
Yeah, well, it's different opponents. It's always the matchups, right? You never know between the two teams what the matchups are going to be like. But let's get Coach in here.
Gillespie's like, come on, bring me in. Yeah. Thanks, Evan.
All right, Coach Molesky's coming on in with us. So he's hungry, so we're going to ask 2 quick questions.
UConn's on.
All right, great defensive battle. I mean, you guys really held this team way under what they normally score. You held Talbot 6 points under his average. So what was the game plan coming in terms of the defense?
It wasn't that. When I say that, it wasn't just kind of slow it down, change defenses, not lose him, and we did. A couple times.
Yeah.
A couple times, but you can be proud of. The sophomores out there running around. That's an experienced team, and they're big.
They
scrap. That's the best we scrap.
Yeah, it was amazing the first half. Both teams are intense on defense. Third quarter, it just was a struggle on offense.
Yeah.
So to tell us what was going on there, and sometimes in the huddles, what were you saying to the kids to try to motivate them to score the ball?
Easier said than done.
It is always.
Again, that's a team that's pretty tough. They're pretty physical, got some size. They got one kid that jumped out of a sneaker.
Yes.
Johnson.
Good ball. We were watching him dunk in warm-ups.
Oh my God! But it was at some point, guys, you're playing great, but at some point we got to put it in the basket a little bit.
Yep.
And if we went, my plan was, Tyler, here we go. We're going to go to you.
All right, Monday, Killingly. Ending the season as you began with Killingly.
Yeah.
So
I know we're tremendously better than we were then. 57-27. Shut out in the first quarter. Kind of the same game plan. Just scrap, and see what we can do. We have Yanni there, and they're good. They're good. But we've come a long, long way.
You absolutely have, Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Right,
we know you're hungry. Have a good night.
All right, appreciate it.
Talk to you. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Mike. See you.
All right, so that's going to do it for us. You just pulled me out, I think. There we go.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's way hot.
How's that? Is that better?
Whoa. All right. Well, I just got my ear dry. I think I'm going to have to go for a hearing check now. All right. So 45-37, Mike. Evan said it. Coach Molesky said it. They had a good game plan coming in defensively, but ultimately that third quarter was just the Waterloo.
Yeah, I mean, in the third quarter alone, was it 18 to what was it? Let's see, 12-2 that they were out. That Griswold was outscored, and that was the difference. And it started off good for the Wolverines in the third quarter. The beginning of the second half, they started it off with a turnover. The momentum, it just takes something little like that to really, get that kind of momentum shift, and it just didn't happen.
All right, they're going to wrap it up on Monday the way they started against Killingly. So, and Coach said it, Evan said it, we believe it because we've seen them play the whole season here. They're a much different team, and that's going to be at home in the Wolverine Den in Griswold.
That's right. We'll be in Killingly playing with the girls game.
Right.
Are you going to be at that game?
I am.
It's going to be yourself and I think it's Scott. Scott's on that game. No, he's done. It's you and me.
Oh, all right.
It's you and me and Van on the cam.
Man on the cam. All right.
So I do want to say, one more time before we even this is our final boys game of the year, and I want to thank. Hey Pat, come here for a minute. Pat, come on over here. Not going to give you flowers. Don't worry. No, just come over here. This guy right here, Pat Strain, who owns GNS Automotive. We talked about you earlier. GNS Auto Sales on Route 32 in Franklin. He has left his dealership to come up here for every boys game to come and run the camera so we can carry this. So this is really truly a community effort. And I just want to tell you, I really appreciate you coming up, doing the games, helping us set up, helping us break down. I mean, you did it all, man, and it was such an integral part of the team doing that. So really appreciate it. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.
So check them out, GNS Auto Sales, Route 32 in Franklin. We out. Monday's going to be the last one. Then it's baseball and softball.
Well, maybe playoffs. We don't know yet. Maybe
Let's see. Maybe they want the
We'll
4
see.
seed.
I hope with the way things are going in the state and the country
Yep.
and people getting vaccinated that they're gonna let these kids have some playoffs.
I got
this
my
year.
first one today.
Nice. All right. That's going to do it for us. Patrick Strain, Mike Minarski, I'm Kevin Thompson.
Oh, and thank you to Mark Allard and the entire team here at Woodstock
Yes,
Academy
thank
as
you to the
well.
staff at Woodstock.
And let's go get a cupcake. I think we should get steel cupcakes.
Senior
That's what I
night, they're
think we need to
getting
do.
cupcakes.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us. You've been listening to Wolverines basketball on SN.